Pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loved it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup would put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Sooners are on the move. Lost to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
The big fella in the middle. And those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Dragged down, but they will move the sticks for a first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Picked off.
Timing has to be so good, but you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, the ground game. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. snaps it in the shotgun. Took a shot as he threw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Second down coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And they're able to get him down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And I'll tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making checks. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Sweet cut there. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Working that left side now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Pressure affects quarterbacks. This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And as he throws, got his man downfield. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Sooners.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll leave it with him. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find... There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot. Got him in the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
What do you do now for the offense, right? After that incomplete 4th down, well, you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by